Oh, baby, I hear the dead are calling. It's Morgan and the Cheesemaker. Mercy. And maybe I seem a bit confused, but what is the point of these sticks? All right.
Cause I don't know what to do with all these zombies in the Walking Dead.
The ghost dead. Okay.
Her name was Tabitha.
Morgan. All right.
Dead goats all over my face. What is a zombie to do?
Eastman has left the building.
Oh man, what an intro! I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter. I'm Boss.
Welcome to our episode 4 discussion of The Walking Dead. Here is here?
Here's not here.
Here's not here, man.
Not here.
It's another artsy
Where
title.
is where?
Get it, guys? All the cool people get that.
JSS.
All the 13-year-olds watching this totally get
Here
that title.
is here. Show gets me.
Don't you understand? Mom,
That's
get
why I
out of my robe!
That's why I won't cut my hair,
Time
Mom.
for Walking Dead. Here's not here.
It's a 5-year-old watching.
You sound like Francis.
Here's not here. Here's not here. Go through puberty.
Whoa! Don't you get it? Hair's not here.
I just sent you the comments.
Okay.
Episode was directed by Stephen Williams. It had 13.34 million views.
Oh my god.
Those poor people.
It's such a boring episode. 13.3 million people bored at the same time.
13 million suckers.
This episode was an hour and a half. We couldn't fast forward through commercials, and it felt like an hour and a half.
Felt
all
like
right.
3 hours. I honestly don't know why this had to be an hour and a half long.
I didn't dislike it, but
I didn't like it either.
the episode was in there, but you had to.
Lost his mind.
I'm just saying the episode that I would have loved is definitely in there if they cut out some stuff and made it just, if I had to sit
Turned
through it for 40
into a
minutes.
half-hour long episode.
Yeah.
So you liked his trainer there, his master.
Not really.
Okay.
But I did like how he was like a psychiatrist who
Okay.
did that, and which is helped Morgan and stuff like that. And before I continue, we're gonna read your comments.
It's the format. That's the format we have. A Knife You 123 says, "What song is playing at the intro of the show when they're running in the woods? Sounds like a cool techno beat, thanks."
And I jokingly responded to him. I didn't put it there, but I said Darude Sandstorm.
What's that?
It's
So
an internet
funny. It's
thing.
a joke. Get it?
I don't get it.
It's a stupid internet thing. When you're on the internet and you ask someone what's that song, you always respond Darude Sandstorm.
What is Darude Sandstorm? Oh, from DDR.
Yeah, sound like that.
Yeah.
The point is, he asked a question. I got in my inbox. I was in a goofy mood, and I was like, I'm just going to say that. And then I think he also responded by saying, that's not it. I listened to it. That's not it. Dude, I don't know
Are you
what
serious?
the song at the
Are
beginning
you
of...
fucking kidding me?
No.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what the song at the beginning of last episode is. I'm sorry. Next?
Ask Bear McCreary. He wrote the music. He does the music for that show. He also did the music for Battlestar. I think we talked about that before. Claire Gray says, Protocol/questions. Number 1. Can you create something imaginatively tasty from roadkill?
Yes.
Yep.
What?
Anything.
Possum pie.
All you need
Kills
are
endless
spices.
possibilities.
Yeah. People in the
People
South
do
all-
that.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
people
Yeah,
do
they have
that.
a contest.
Watch Bizarre
Roadkill
Foods
cook-off.
with Andrew Zimmern.
Get a
he
possum
goes
in the
to it.
South, you bring it home, you clean it up.
No, I know. I accidentally canceled it out. 2. Shut the fuck up. Can you demonstrate practical weapons, skills, and or medical knowledge?
Yes.
These are her questions.
These
3.
are protocols.
Are
Remember
you
we came up with protocols?
/
But no,
questions.
these are the 3 questions she would ask somebody.
Right, when you meet someone.
3. Are you fertile?
Yes.
Oxnard just answering them all accurately, I might add. That takes care of food fighting and sustaining humanity in order of importance. I don't think I'd bother about how many walkers are humans they've already killed. Why? Can't answer yes to 2 out of 3 questions? Bam! You're dead!
Holy shit.
That's cold-blooded, Claire. That's how it goes in the Claire Tater ship.
I like it.
I love it.
A woman after my own heart.
You've never...
You're a lucky man,
Your protocols
Mr.
were
Gray.
nowhere near that.
Your protocol
The
is to
only
watch
thing
them from
he
a
likes
distance.
is that
I didn't say my protocols were near
if
that.
whoever
I just
doesn't
said I
meet
liked
their
it.
standards, he just kills.
I just said I liked your protocol. I didn't mean it was like mine.
You said a woman after your own heart.
Yeah, I didn't say it was like my protocol.
But that's what that means, doesn't it?
After your own heart. It's of the same thinking.
The inventor. Camouflage. Camouflage.
Camouflage. Michonne had 2 jollish walkers. The evolution of that could be walker torsos with heads, strapped to everyone's back like rucksacks. What's a rucksack? Like
It's
a
like
backpack?
a backpack, yeah, idiot.
Idiot. You just didn't like that I criticized your misuse of After My Own Heart.
No.
I'm thinking the graveyard scene in Hellboy. That would have saved everyone and looked hilarious.
Yeah,
Win-win.
Had him on his back, that guy.
Ever watch Hellboy?
Yep,
Yes.
Okay.
like Hellboy.
Love Hellboy.
Dictator McLovin says, I don't know why you guys don't have more viewers. I don't
Thanks.
know why either.
It's a good
Yeah.
question.
Yep.
Oh, Jack Cordial. That's a long one.
All right, boss, if you're going to read that, you need to read it fast.
Do it as slow as possible.
Jack Cordial said, my personal protocol reaction to meeting anyone anymore in the world like one in The Walking Dead would be to quietly observe them for a few days before openly meeting them. That's what the scout from Alexandria, Aaron, did with Rick's group, if you recall. To me, it would seem like the greatest threat wouldn't come from zombies, but from other people. Biters can only claw at you and bite you, but people have weapons and cunning that can do far worse than a zombie bite. I don't know about that. And seeing someone on their own might actually be the best course of action, because when a person is by themselves, you're really seeing them at their most unfiltered. They're not trying to be something or someone for anything. What for? They're not trying to be
Something for nothing for here.
They're trying to be something or someone for anyone else. It's just them being them at their most basic level.
So he's a voyeur.
lot
See,
of
this guy
masturbating.
is a guy after your
This
own
is
heart.
what I
boss.
said. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, Rick's questions didn't make any sense. Anyone can and might well lie to make themselves seem more trustworthy, even without a life or death survival situation. I'd already don't trust most people to be truthful the majority of the time.
And it just goes on like this.
You and me both, Jack. There's no way of knowing what is motivating someone's answers in a situation like that.
He follows up his own comments.
Also,
Boss?
Also, the reason the Winnebago wouldn't start after Rick shot the wolves was that the wolf that attacked him put 3 pistol rounds into the dashboard and probably ended up killing the ignition system, since you saw a shower of sparks come from under the dash when Rick dove for cover.
Good point.
Good points.
that is a good point. I did not realize that.
Thoughts, comments?
I agree with his protocol. Very good. You and me can band together.
The only thing I don't like is like, no, it does raise a good point, because I was thinking last time we were talking about this, like, how I act alone is how it can be different from how you act with other people, but at the same time,
I pretty much act the same. Except my pants are usually off.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, in terms of like
Do you start like skinning rabbits or something?
nose picking, jerking
Nose picking?
off, like that.
I nose pick in front of people.
Yeah, and I jerk off in front of you all the time.
That's true. That's why I'm friends with you. Nah, that got weird.
Tim Combs says,
I got a book. Oh, you want to read that?
do you want to read it? Go
No,
ahead.
you can read it.
I just like how I say it. I'm about to start and you just jump in.
Oh, this is going to be a really good comment.
Timothy Combs said, I got a book recommendation for you guys if you give a shit into the First Law trilogy. Dexter, isn't that something you were talking about? First Law?
Yeah, I fucking love this trilogy. It's
Okay.
awesome.
It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but it doesn't constantly kill off your favorite characters. George Martin has says, He really enjoys Joy Abercrombie's The First Law author work.
Logan Nine Fingers, baby.
Great comment, Tim. I'm going to look into that book due to Tim's recommendation.
Yeah, it's not like I've talked about it several times with
Well,
you.
Tim said it second.
Tim,
ever read
love that trilogy.
Wizard's First Rule by Terry Goodkind?
Oh, God, no. Don't do it, Tim.
Do it, Tim.
He's probably already done it. I don't like the Terry
Oh, okay, here's
Goodkind
a response
books.
the guy said back. He said, Darude Sandstorm? That don't sound like the slow techno song they played at the beginning of the last show called Thank You. Look, man, I don't know.
Sorry, Callie Max.
I don't know the name of the song. It's called Google. Just Google the soundtrack.
I don't trust auto insurance from Callie Max Auto Insurance. That doesn't sound very reputable to me.
And Dexter, this is your guy?
Oh, Larry Amazing says, R.I.P. Glenn, the one guy who managed to steadily get laid during the zombie apocalypse. Will the Morgan/Cheesemaster episode be the Beth/hospital episodes that derail the momentum of this new season? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he was absolutely right. We were talking that Larry Amazing, at Amazing Larry on Twitter, he tweeted us that the Morgan episode would be super fucking gay balls.
Mm-hmm.
And he was super fucking correct.
All right, here, not here.
Wow.
Well, one disappointing thing, you don't see what happened to Glenn, because that's the way the
Right.
show is. They're
They
trying
wanna
to keep
do
you
that.
watching.
Glenn's not... Glenn is alive.
He's alive.
He is most definitely alive. At least for the moment.
It's a
I don't know
lot.
how he's going to get the fuck out of that situation he was in.
It's going to be stupid.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why they made it an hour and a half, because they
An
want...
hour and a half.
You know what they're gonna do?
Morgan origin story.
It's just gonna cut to Glenn inside a building, and the guy's wiping him off like, "Wow, I can't believe I got you out of there." All
I
right,
know it's going to be like now.
not
It's
gonna show you how they did it.
No, it's gonna say now, and then Glenn's just like, oh man, and then he's like giving cheers to Rick, having a cool beer.
At a
Oh
bar,
man,
a fully
and then they
working
cut
bar.
to then, and then he's on the ground. Ooh! And then that guy Nick is being shredded apart on top of him. So stupid.
But I
and
want
they'll put it
there-
in black
I want-
and white.
I want there to
Oh
be
wow.
I want there to be no explanation of how he survives.
Yeah, they should have no explanation. You know what? I would
Hilarious.
prefer no explanation.
Well,
I
it
think
saved
the
the-
problem with it, like for this episode, for example, is that they explain everything. I did not need an hour and a half of how Morgan learned to fling a stick around half casually.
From
You
a
know what?
fat guy.
We know he's alive because you Walking Dead writers don't have the balls to kill him.
Because they're listening. You
They all
hear
That's
me?
right. You,
They're in the
you're
writer's
listening.
room. They're
You're
all
listening.
surrounded around the laptop.
You are
I can't
terrible.
believe the new
at
STS
your
discussion
job.
hasn't come out yet.
Guys tapping the table, like, furiously nervous.
Come on. Keeps hitting refresh on our YouTube page. Come on, damn it.
Oh, God, this
Oh.
stupid chair. This
Anyway.
episode...
Did not need an hour and a half of this.
What did you like
thing.
about the episode?
I liked actually the very beginning when he's kind of talking to himself.
He's talking to
and he's-
us.
Act clear.
Oh yeah, well, when he's in his
little camp.
old apartment,
Yeah.
I'll refer to it as, and he kind of knocks
Bell
that
tower
lamp over.
apartment.
Yeah. He starts a fire. I really liked the kind of fire metaphor, like he's entering like his own personal hell, like he's created because he knocks the lamp over, and you see the flames start to rise. So I liked that little, obvious kind of metaphor. I thought it was really cool.
Keeps
It
himself busy.
all went downhill for me as soon as they introduced the
Eastman.
Cheese Man.
Eastman.
Eastman.
Cheesemaker.
Cheeseman
Yeah.
Eastman. Yeah, Cheesemaker.
He was really
Yeah,
hyped up
Cheesemaker.
by Morgan.
That's when it all fell apart for me. I thought it was cool. Like every act that he makes is extreme. He kills those guys. He's like falling to pieces. He's totally insane. And then he sees the goat, who was the best part of the show,
Now, was
yeah.
he planning on
taking it.
taking the goat or just killing it to clear it?
He takes the goat, or he was going to try and take the goat.
Okay.
Because he reaches for the rope, and then the guy Eastman says, don't touch my goat. I'm still learning how to make cheese. Blah, blah, blah.
Morgan takes out his gun. He shoots at him. He's going around the house. He turns a corner. The guy hits him with a stick. And the guy's wearing like Jedi Knight robes. And we cut the commercial.
We never see that bathrobe again, by the way. Where did it go?
It's just to
I thought it
confuse
was pretty
us.
funny though that they put him in that to introduce him.
Yeah, I actually was like, oh no, like, is he gonna wear this robe the whole time? Then he throws him he puts him in a cell, which is not locked.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it was locked, but then he unlocked it without him knowing.
And he threw the key in the river.
In the river.
Where they meditate.
Right.
Or the stream, wherever the hell that is.
I don't even know.
The Kung Fu Panda Pond, where Kung Fu was invented.
Right, exactly. And he realizes he's the Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Morgan, like, peers out the window, and you see that guy in the distance by the river.
Doing the lamest...
forms.
forms.
Right, left, up, down, right, left.
Right, so we learned this guy took like 2 or 3 hours worth of Aikido back when civilization was going handy.
Yeah, it looks like
He didn't do it for self-defense. He did it for his own personal peace.
Right.
He's developed this philosophy that... Well, the philosophy of that martial art is that you care about the well-being of your opponents.
No, this is Aikido.
You don't kill. You never kill.
If you guys paid attention, you would have saw he opened the book and it said Aikido means...
That's what I just said. The whole point of that martial art. That's what he was taking
No,
classes
No, but Oxnard, if you were paying attention.
I thought he said the whole point of martial arts.
No, the whole point
No,
of that
Aikido.
martial art. The whole point of martial arts is not to hurt the opponent.
Well, that's what I thought. That's why I thought you sounded ridiculous. So I was trying to.
You're not listening. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
You're not
But
speaking
Oxnard,
clearly.
you were not paying attention.
I'll try not to mumble.
Yeah, the Aikido is that you never take a life, and that even other martial arts, they'll stress that, but they will justify in some way that, you know, the need to eventually have to take a life. Aikido does not do that. Aikido. That is Aikido.
All right. So one interesting thing is this guy, after he kills zombies, he buries them. He takes out like their wallet and makes like little graves.
Steals their money and credit cards.
Yeah.
He's hoarding.
He cuts off their scalps, makes wigs out of their hair, tries
Hey.
to be them.
Just in case society comes back, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have some cash.
It gets boring alone.
Yeah, because we're gonna go back to that currency. We're not gonna like start
why
from
not?
scratch.
Why not?
We already got it.
This probably be a collectible if you think about it.
That's
There you
true.
go. Right.
He's thinking, hey, he's
What
playing
would the new
long
currency
game.
be?
Oh, you would have to.
Everybody's got that.
It's true.
There's so little humans that it's probably going to be like more nomadic and trade and bartering system, and then
Back to beads.
something
and
like that,
stuff.
and then finally maybe-
Shiny, just any shiny object.
And Fallout is bottle caps.
Maybe it should be. I would almost be more interested in, like, it has worth to you. You know what I mean? Like, what is the subjective value of the object to you, and the greater worth it has to you personally.
That's true of anything.
Like, the more it will, you know, if it's like garbage, you know what I mean? Like, this can was my grandma's can. It was the last thing that she ever looked at or something.
Peed in. or-
That's sick.
What a memory.
And oh god damn it, I love my grandma's piss.
All right. Were you expecting this guy to be good at making cheese?
Yes. I also expected him to be good at whatever martial art, but it seems like Morgan ends up like being better and really, really good at this, even though this guy it seemed like he had no idea what he's doing.
Are you
I don't know.
surprised at all though by that this guy turned out not to be very good at it?
Yeah, because it seems like Morgan has like a lot of skill because he's fighting off the wolf people.
That's the thing. Apparently, with Aikido, any fucking asshole can just pick up a stick and do
It
it.
makes me think all these people he was fighting are just really, really bad.
They are. But Morgan has been. This was a while ago. This is going back a while now. Because this is way before Terminus.
And he talks
Yeah.
about it like it was such a big
What
thing.
What happened to Morgan just before this?
He had encountered Rick in this little
In the tower?
town area. that
Okay,
he
yeah, you
was.
told me
I
last
think
week.
Rick
Yeah.
knocked him out.
No, then they left, and
Right.
then that's when he's like had a psychotic break, and he's
Mm-hmm.
screaming. And then you see him accidentally set fire to where he was staying, and he kind of like moves on, and so he's traveling for who knows how many days there or weeks on his own.
And how long was he here with this guy?
Exactly, we don't know.
You
Quite
don't
a
know?
while.
48 days.
That's how long it took to fucking starve that other guy.
Right. So Eastman, he tells a little bit of his history over the course of 14 hours, and we find out that he's a psychiatrist who was hired by the state to evaluate, I think he said around 825 patients that have done horrible things, either murder,
Yeah.
rape, or who knows what. And he said out of all those people, he's only met one truly evil one. His name was something Dallas
Croman?
I just remember Dallas.
Cromarty?
So
Dallas Howard, wasn't it?
Dallas Howard?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
That's right. And so this guy,
I thought it was something like Page. Dallas Page? Something like that?
No.
after his evaluation of the guy, he says this guy definitely needs to be in jail. The guy went to jail, and then he had some connections. He broke out of jail, went to Eastman's house, murdered his wife and his daughter.
And his son.
And his son, and then went to the police station, and he said, I just broke out because I wanted to ruin your life.
Yeah. Because, and the reason the guy did that was because for 10 years he was there, and Eastman was the only one who realized, like, this guy's nuts. He's just doing all the stuff that he has to do so that he can get out. And he saw right through it, and that guy realized he saw through it and was trying to kill him. But then he did an Aikido move, saved his life.
Armbar.
Yeah, and then...
That's what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Classic Aikido.
Yeah, I was like, knee to the nuts. And then,
grab, nutsack, pull, monkey.
That is Aikido.
Hey,
And then that's why the guy broke out and did what he did. And then Eastman stalked him.
Cheesy?
Yeah, Mr. Cheese. And then he took him to this cabin where he had installed, that he had built his wife. He installed a cell, and he threw the guy in the cell and starved him to death, and it took almost 50 days.
Yeah. Well, first he says that, and they kind of make you assume, like, oh, he didn't really do it. That was, like, the plan. Mm-hmm. And then at the very end, you do see the grave, so the guy did it. So after he did that, I guess he had the change of heart, and
I'm jumping ahead a little, but that's all right.
I mean, we're just putting out the details. People already fucking know.
Well,
I guess
an hour and a half.
I guess people just want to hear mostly what we think.
Well, I
There's
guess
not really much to talk about.
We kind of talk about and then discuss that. That's
Right.
why we'll bring it up.
Boss, what did you think of the episode?
I didn't think that the Cheese Man would be like this.
Pathetic.
I thought it might.
Stupid.
I thought it could easily have been a cool episode.
And a shorter one.
I thought it was interesting the direction they took with the Cheese Man instead of him being some martial art master.
He is a dumpy white psychiatrist.
It's more of a philosophy.
It ended up just being, I don't know, stupid, lackluster.
It was kind of like he lost everything, went really into this Aikido stuff that he'd already started, became a vegetarian.
I feel
because he
like-
was like, all life is precious.
I feel like you could have accomplished the same goal by showing us what happens to Morgan, what changes him, but it could have been so much cooler.
How
know?
so?
I don't know, maybe like I said, the master, he's like a martial art master, and they have cool training montages.
Well, yeah,
Like
well,
Rocky.
that's the obvious thing to do.
And people attack them,
Yeah.
and they beat their asses, and
And then an insane enemy comes and kills the cheese master.
Yeah,
And then Morgan
in
is
some
like,
awesome showdown.
I will avenge you, master.
So it's
And
the
then
most
he's
cliche
tracking-
bullshit by the numbers.
As opposed to what?
Fourth grade
At
story you
least
can
that
come
would have
up
been
with.
exciting.
Yes.
This is Morgan finds guy alone in cabin. He flicks stick around at beach, drones on and on about sad things. He dies. Morgan flicks stick around on his own. Finds Rick. The end.
Both ideas sound equally bad to me.
The other one at least has
Well,
some
what's
action.
your idea?
The other one at least has
Oxnard?
some action. And a goat doesn't die needlessly.
Yeah, that was not
Fucking
that was
what was the
uncalled
goat's name?
for. Tabitha.
Tabitha.
I don't have an idea for how they could do it, but
Oh, that's good. That's safe.
How constructive.
Yeah, can't make fun of that.
I'm trying.
That's safe. I'll take the easy way out. Oxnard.
Take the fifth.
I would have made the cheesemaker a woman.
Oh, nice.
I would have.
I like that.
Big ones.
Yeah.
No,
Cup
maybe like a
size.
really old lady or something.
Ooh, like super
Something
old.
something
What
weird. Yeah.
nationality or ethnicity?
Dutch.
Cheese woman.
She's wearing wooden clogs.
The thing is, the idea you presented, that's the cliche. That's what everyone's immediately going to think of.
Yeah, but that would have been way better than this. That's what we're saying.
I would have found that just as boring because it's like,
Really?
oh, it's exactly what I expected it to be.
Could have went cliche.
Well, look, if it's a guy, I feel like it should have been cliche. if it's a guy who taught you how to kung fu staff.
I feel like somebody trained him.
I'm trying to think of something that incorporates the cheese.
This guy could have.
Because it seems like the cheese was a big part of it.
Like, why did he call him the Cheesemaker?
He called him a change maker, I think. That's what I thought.
What?
He called him a cheesemaker, but he also called him a change maker, I thought. No?
What?
No, am I crazy?
What show are you watching?
That's the lamest fucking thing I've ever
I
heard.
thought he said that in a past episode.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that is fucking stupid.
I had tweeted this as a joke, but now I'm almost trying to think of it seriously. I was thinking he was going to come across this guy who was really into psychedelic drugs, and he makes a cheese, and they both start tripping, and they're having visions, and it creates this new philosophy. Something like that.
That would have been better.
Thinking. And then, but actually make sure that this cheesemaker person does know martial arts. And I don't know. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
There's a whole new lineup Thursday night on QX4. Start your night off right with The Fishes.
Hey, can you teach me to play the guitar?
Sorry, son. I'm all thin.
Make sure to stay tuned right after for Living with Highbrow.
Uh-oh, I did it again.
Highbrow.
Keep the chuckles going with Thumbs Pup, the dog with human hands.
Mom, I need you to drive me to school. I'm going to be late for my exam.
No worries, dear. Bernard will take you.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Bernard. High five. Yeah.
And stick around for the end for our final show. Little Slice of Kevin.
I'm hungry.
How about a little slice of Kevin?
And that's a QX4 lineup for Thursday nights. Be sure not to miss QX4, where humor is the rumor.
This is the thing. It's like, it looks I guess my main problem with this Cheesemaker episode and the Aikido stuff
Here, not here.
is that it looks fucking lame as fuck.
Yeah, it looks
when they
stupid.
are out there flinging their staffs around.
Forms!
Forms now, not here. Forms.
Position
Hey!
A.
It is fucking dumb.
And they play the piano.
Yeah, I just couldn't help but laugh at it. It was so stupid. That's the problem I had with it.
Okay.
I think that's why Boss went to the kind of cliched thing, because at least that wasn't like, he wouldn't have been, it might have been boring, or you're like, oh, okay, well, this is the typical kind of thing. This is predictable, but at the very least, it wouldn't have been laughable, I guess. Thoughts?
I just would have rather...
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw something because I wasn't expecting that, but
It did throw me.
I just wish it threw me in a different direction.
In a cool direction.
Yeah. Something like that. No, yeah, they could have done the cliched idea, I guess.
I'm just saying it was
would've-
lame. It was lame, and
Yeah.
at least the cliched one, while boring and predictable and done to death, I agree with you about that, Oxnard. At least it would have not been lame. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I had my idea. Remember last week I said they should have intercut like Morgan in the present saving them and intercutting it with the past, something like that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I told you my idea was in the beginning
Spy on them.
of the episode. It's Morgan walking downstairs.
It's Morgan!
It's the middle of the night in Alexandria, and he wakes up, walks downstairs into a kitchen, and he turns the gas on the stove, and he holds up a lighter. like he's gonna burn the place, like he's gonna burn the place down, and he's like still like fighting that insane side in him.
Yeah.
And then it goes.
The
it
pointless
does
scraping pointless on the rock and all that shit.
It does the flashback of what happened to him, and then he closes the lighter at the end of the episode and walks back to bed.
That's good. I like that.
It's almost like he's sleepwalking while doing it, too. You can say that.
All right, so what happens to the Cheesemaker? Well, first
He dies. He gets bit.
he has this plan. They're going to start moving somewhere. He's going to gather supplies.
I think just to travel because he's like, we just can't stay here forever.
Yeah, this is coming off when he finally let Morgan out. He told Morgan, you can come out. Morgan immediately attacks him. Morgan accidentally breaks a picture there on the wall that I guess the goat drew for the guy.
Yeah.
He's a little upset at that. But after
That's really good for a goat. It's a talented
it's
goat.
a talented goat. And after the guy leaves to get supplies, he's asking Morgan, hey, you want to come? And Morgan basically says no. The guy leaves, and Morgan hears zombies coming for the goat. The goat's jumping around crazy because it's scared, and Morgan saves the goat, which is a good positive sign that Morgan is starting to change.
Yeah, but then it all goes downhill when they're doing forms, when they go back to Morgan's...
Tax forms, now!
To Morgan's W-2s.
Where's your W-9?
When Morgan goes back to his little camp there to collect some stuff, I guess, and he's having, like, a little bit of an episode, and the guy's like, what are their names? They weren't just people say their names, all this kind of shit. They start doing forms, then a walker comes out. It's a walker... of a guy that Morgan killed. He had choked him to death in the beginning of the episode. Right? Yeah. And he's just kind of like frozen there, staring. It's like he's going to let him kill him. And then Eastman, Cheesemaker, whatever, he gets in the way. And instead of easily bonking him on the head with his long stick...
Instead of deflecting, like his...
Like he is so good at...
Aikido.
Yeah. He just is like, oh! And he grabs Morgan, slowly moves him out of the way... turns his back on the walker and gets bit. I don't know why he didn't use his weapon. Could have instantly, with a flick of his wrist,
I would have made
from 3-4 feet away, killed that walker.
If you want him to randomly die, what you do is you have a walker fall from a tree and bite him.
Like a drop bear.
That's right. That's right.
Easy solution.
A monkey zombie.
Maybe somebody put it up there.
And then he's getting all fevery, and that's when, later on, he takes the body back to their house. Fucking Morgan comes and finds out the goat is dead. That pissed me off.
Yeah, don't kill the goat.
What was the goat's name again?
Tabitha. Never forget.
Morgan should have said
forget.
He should have set it free at the end of the episode. Go, Tabitha.
He should have traveled
Run.
with it everywhere. That should have been his companion.
No,
like he shows up in Alexandria, and when Rick is killing, he goes, Rick, and there's a goat there with him.
But then I would have been
around.
so concerned about the goat's well-being for the rest of the series, so I wouldn't have wanted that.
I'm fine with that. Let him be dedicated to the goat, not to humanity.
That would have been awesome. Imagine like when they show Morgan's reveal, he has like just a goat.
Or at the beginning of this episode, when he's talking to somebody and you don't realize who it is, and at the end of the episode you realize it's a wolf that survived that initial attack, and Morgan is doing what was done to him, trying to convert him. But it would have been incredible if instead of that guy, it's a goat.
Yeah, he could be tripping balls with the goat.
Oh, fuck.
And then, like, when he's super high, the goat's, like, talking to him. The goat takes, like, a humanoid form.
And then it comes back to reality, and he's in an office, and it's his boss, and he's asking if he filed that report yet.
There's so many things they could have done.
Clear.
Claire.
Here.
Kill
Not
me.
here.
Kill me. Goat boy, no!
Yeah, so you could tell how bad the episode
I really
was.
don't have much to say.
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing,
You can tell.
it's a stupid fucking episode.
Exactly. You tell how bad it is because we don't really have much to say about it.
Rabbit's foot? What about that?
It was bad luck for this guy. He got it because, it saved my life or whatever. Yeah, then that guy went and killed your whole family. That is not a lucky rabbit's foot. That's a bad lucky rabbit's foot. That's like...
You know how you have to make a rabbit's foot? You have to, like, kill...
take the foot of a rabbit?
No, it needs to be, like, on the certain phase of the moon in a cemetery or something. It's from ancient voodoo.
What?
Pagans.
Yeah, it's like a pagan thing.
Oh.
Look it up.
No, thanks. I'll take your word for it. I don't want to look up things about poor rabbits getting their
You don't like looking at...
little feet
Well, it's
cut
not
off.
like there's, like, a detailed video and instructions and a guy doing it.
I'm sure there is.
Not on the sites that I look up stuff.
You go to the deep web to
Yeah.
look up
The
stuff.
deep web.
Oh, yeah. And I'm looking up... When I go to the deep web,
Hold on.
I'm looking up rabbit's feet.
What is the deep,
deep
web,
web?
Oxnard?
The deep
You
web.
don't know about the deep web?
No.
90... It's
That's-
like 95% of the
it's
entire
real.
internet is inaccessible.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to go on Tor and use, like, IP blockers, and You never heard of Silk Road and stuff, where you can order hitmen and buy
I
bullets
think I got
and
life in
cocaine?
prison, didn't he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you would pay in
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin, and for like $10,000, I can say I want you to kill boss, and you can hire
Or
a guy.
you know,
just,
I want to buy this child, or
Yeah, I want to buy a chimp.
I want
or I
to
want
sell these guns, or whatever. Anything like the worst things you could
So
think
that's
of.
that's 95% of
It's
the internet.
the actual
Yeah.
internet.
Is hiring assassins and
No. It's just files and a lot of like child.
A lot of Jared Fogle stuff.
Yeah, it's
A lot
like
of Subway guy
That's about
stuff.
50%
It's
of it.
50% is Jared.
There's red rooms, which is live webcams
Red
of
room?
people being murdered and stuff. Like you place bets, and the highest bidder gets to have the person killed the way you want.
God.
You never heard of this?
No.
Yeah, this is humanity.
I'm feeling very uneasy
What?
just talking.
Wait, there's like
You know
live
why?
streams.
Because I'm afraid that we're gonna be like I'm gonna leave here tonight.
And he's gonna go
I'm
into
gonna
the
be
deep web.
kidnapped, and I'm gonna be thrown into one of these scenarios where I'm in one of these fucking murder rooms. I'm actually really freaked out right
That
now.
really exists?
Okay, let's stop talking.
People stream that and bet.
Yeah, in the deep web.
Before
yeah.
that, before the internet, it
What?
was
How
just
did
like
you learn
snuff
about the
films
deep
and
web?
stuff.
What?
How did you learn about the deep web?
Well, Alex Winters, I think, had a documentary on it. It's just search deep web on Wikipedia.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Don't do it at work.
Is there a deep Wikipedia?
You can't even get to the deep web unless you do certain things. You need certain programs to even get there. And you should not ever do this. Anyone listening, do not attempt to go into the deep web if you
Why
don't know
not?
what the hell you're doing. Because you're going to
We
get
are not
fucked.
encouraging it.
Yeah,
That's
we're
what
not encouraging it.
saying.
I'm
We are
just-
not telling you to do it. We're just
are you
talking
gonna
about
get
the fact
fucked?
that it
What do you mean?
exists. Because the
gonna happen?
Patriot Act.
Well, if you
No,
go to
no,
a
no.
certain site or
No, well, the federal government still monitors.
no,
those, so
they
they're in
can't.
trouble. They
A lot of them they can't. So a lot of people there's deep web explorers who purposely find horrible things and immediately report it. There's people like that, and there's people who are there strictly to do illegal activity.
There is a documentary. I don't know if it's necessarily deep web related, but there is a documentary that Bobcat Goldtooth
Smith?
or whatever
Goldsmith?
his name is, because he's been directing a lot of movies and stuff, and he made this documentary with this comedy writer who had been molested as a kid, raped as a kid.
Oh wait, is this documentary? What's it called?
I can't remember the name of it, and I can't remember who's in it.
We're watching
And he
deep
became
web
he became a political activist,
documentaries
right?
after this.
He
was-
he
he was a
did write
stand-up?
for Dennis Miller, I think. Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
But he would go like back in the earlier days of the internet, like of mass popularity for the internet, AOL and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And he would go into these chat rooms because there was like no regulation about it at the time.
It was
and
brand
like
new.
he would seek out like child pornographers and child rapists, and he really like he kind of tortured himself because he had experienced these terrible things firsthand as a child, and he went and to try and get these guys. You know what I mean? And like raise awareness like about these companies, saying like, "Hey, this shit is happening. Somebody has to do something about this terrible
It's
stuff."
called Call Me Lucky, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yes.
Yeah, terrifyingly engaging. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a movie I got to...
Anyway, I
No,
thought
because
that was
most people,
interesting.
they think the internet is like, Google, Facebook, and porn
that's what
sites, and Reddit, and Tumblr, and all
Yeah,
this stuff.
Imager, Twitter.
That's nothing. That's barely the tip
what
of the
I do.
iceberg. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. That's all I do, okay?
That's the
I
boring
swear to God,
stuff.
all I look at is regular old boring porn.
I bet we are a hit on the deep web.
I hope we're never...
I think there's a hit out on us in the deep web.
All right.
Can you talk too much about the deep web?
We just
No,
did.
you could talk. People there's YouTube channels. All they do is they explore the deep web and they censor a lot of stuff, and but it's like they search it and they talk about it as what they find. So, a lot of alien files they find. Like, yeah,
That's the stuff.
that's the only thing I would ever be interested in looking at old like military documents and stuff.
That'd be interesting.
Shit.
Ghost
Speaking of
stories.
which, X-Files is coming back for a special 6-part series.
That's true.
David Duchovny looks exactly the same.
I know he doesn't age.
Hasn't aged a day.
I think he's rubbing that weird beetle juice that Tom Cruise uses or something. Doesn't
What?
he use some?
Or that melon, that secret melon that Cindy Crawford discovered.
Oh, wait,
Did you ever see those infomercials?
Yeah, isn't she the one who's like she's fully vegan or something like that?
Is she? Oh, I don't know. There was some kind
No, I'm
of
thinking of
melon
another.
that doesn't rot or something like that, and they use
Oh,
some
yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes.
property from.
They still have those
from the-
commercials? I remember that.
I don't
from
think
years
so.
ago.
I just remember like one time seeing an infomercial, and I was like, all I remember is like Cindy Crawford melons. Keep you
Cindy Crawford's melons.
Or make me immortal.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So don't go to the deep web.
Long story short,
Play it safe.
yeah.
All right. So the episode, as it nears its end, final scene, you see that Morgan has been haunched down for an hour and a half telling this wolf his story. And the wolf reveals, hey, I got a cut on my side. Doesn't seem zombie
I didn't
related.
realize it was like I immediately thought it was a bite, but then he's like, "Oh, if I might die
If it gets infected,
if it gets infected."
and you get dysentery.
I don't know why Morgan wasn't healing that wound. To be honest, if he's talking about trying to do this guy a favor, wouldn't the Cheesemaster have provided medical attention to the wound and then tried to teach him these lessons? But this guy, anyway, the guy is just like, well, you know what? If I live, I'm going to have to kill you all. Women, children, everybody's dead.
Still a mystery as to why.
It has to be done. And then he's like, okay, and he keeps him locked in this room. His hands are bound in front of him. I didn't notice the feet.
I think everything's tied, and I think he
Okay.
has to be tied down to the ground somehow.
Because he just closes his door, which has glass windows, and then closes like an iron fence, a wrought iron fence or whatever, which locks. But then there's like another window behind him. So this room has windows with curtains closed. So this guy better be tied down to something. Otherwise, he can just break a window, open the window. He's
Worm
inside
his
the house.
way out the door.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, though. So
I
that
guess
was a confusing
Morgan
end
is
because-
still, he's still, I guess, not sure which way to go. Maybe puts a little leeway in there. Maybe Aikido 100% isn't the way
He's
to go.
trying to keep the teachings of the Cheesemaker alive.
That sentence just came out of your mouth. About a show about zombies.
Never thought I would
What
say
the
those
fuck is
words
going on?
in my life. And then you hear Rick, I'm assuming, screaming, "Open the gate! Carl! Open the gate!"
Morgan.
And then there's some vague coming attractions for the next one.
That explained nothing.
Yeah. The best show, the show that had the best like coming attractions for the next week's episode was Mad Men,
Yes.
because those literally made absolutely no sense, and I think they purposely
Oh, the show
did
that
it.
had the best coming.
Yeah, the show that had the best coming.
I thought you
like,
meant Mad Men was
next
coming
week
back. I was
on
like, wait.
next. No, it would be like next week on Mad Men, and then they'd show. I'm telling you, just random clips of people like walking, opening a door, walking in a room, and just making a face, and then it would cut to something else where someone's answering a phone, going "Hello," and then it would cut to somebody going like, "Yeah, what?" And then it would cut to somebody else going like, "All right." It was just made completely random.
Cut to a toilet flushing. Cut to a
Seriously.
foot slowly entering on
No,
screen.
and it would be like somebody pouring a drink, somebody tying a shoe. It was the best because it was just. I think it had to have been done on purpose, and they were just saying, "Fuck that! We're not going to tell people anything."
Did
about
Game of
what's
Thrones
actually
have good
happening.
ones? Because I've never seen one. I was trying to avoid it.
Yeah, I used to watch them because I knew because I'd read the book, so I was like, "There's not really going to be any big spoilers." That's why I watched the ones for Walking Dead because I don't care. Then,
Did you see the link for the Game of Thrones coloring book?
oh yes,
George has been
That's
working hard
fucking weird.
around the clock.
that's so weird. Did you fart?
No.
You just bad breath.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you just have really bad breath.
Guinness.
Yeah.
Guinness.
All of a sudden, I smelled shit.
Okay.
Gotta be me.
Well,
Sorry. Well, you're right. We're like face to face.
well, Dexter, what are your final thoughts?
Garbage. No, it was boring and it was lame.
Yep.
And it was, again, I was very pleased with how the season began. The
Yeah,
first
first
few
two episodes were great.
I was enjoying it. You know, we nitpick at things and all that stuff, but overall, I liked it. This was boring and unnecessary to me.
He didn't even make the cheese at the end.
That's right.
Could have been bittersweet, like as he's dying as a zombie. Finally, the perfect cheese.
Creamy. So stupid.
Yeah, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. But I saw there was a good episode in there somewhere, but I don't know what happened there.
Boss.
I think there could have been a good episode too. Yeah, but no.
Well, thanks for listening. Leave your comments. We always appreciate that. We love you guys.
I'm gonna ask Oxnard about Deep Web some more after this.
Oh, I like the preview for that show, Preacher.
Oh, you're gonna watch that?
I'm interested in that show because the guy who was the actor, he was in the show. It was like a 4-episode thing on BBC called The Man Who Would Be Bond, and it was all about Ian Fleming. And I thought that was a really great show, and he plays Ian Fleming, and I thought it was fantastic.
Netflix?
It was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. It was The Man Who Would Be Bond. It was a BBC series. I thought it was fucking awesome. And so I liked that actor, and so I'm very interested. Also, it reminded me of, I always love like the jaded preacher guy. You know what I mean? Like from Trigun, the anime.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
I can't even remember.
He carried a big cross.
A giant cross that was filled with pistols.
Pistols? Oh, I thought it was a rocket launcher. I must be thinking of the...
He may have had that at some point. Or are you thinking of Desperado?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, with the guitar case. But yeah, and he's got like a jaded past, a dark past. I don't know. So that intrigued me. It could be shit, that show, but I'm excited to watch the first episode at least.
I always heard good things about the comic.
Anyway,
God, rest in peace, Tabitha.
You will be missed.
Hoi, he died. Forms
now. So I guess that's it.
Tell us what you thought.
Au revoir.
Sorry if we were a little dead tonight. I think because we just watched the episode, and at the end of it, I just felt like
exhausted. Right?
Yeah, I felt tired.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. Final
we
thoughts.
did that. Final thoughts.
Super final.
Goodbye, everybody.
What's gonna happen next week?
That guy's gonna get out. That guy's gonna get out, or Rick's gonna find him.
Guy? Yeah.
Rick's gonna find out, and it's gonna be he's gonna be having words with Morgan.
Or Rick might just immediately kill him, and
he might.
Yeah, maybe there's gonna be something's gonna happen between
these guys.
Morgan
Don't
and Rick.
have anything substantial to say. They just talk crazy. Yeah, they're not gonna get anything.
They're not giving us answers.
Nope.
And where's Carol? They make her my favorite character, and then they keep me away from her for 2 whole episodes.
She may find out about him and kill that guy. Carol has no patience for that business.
Yeah.
She just put a bullet in his head. No questions asked. We're watching the stupid training montage with the sappy music again. I can't stand it.
The worst bouts.
Oh my god. You pointed a stick at me before I pointed mine at you. You are ready. Were we joking?
About 5 minutes.
The student becomes the pupil.
You know what part of it also is? I think I'm also vaguely disturbed because it looks so stupid that I kind of can't believe it. Like I don't even know what to say.
It's a joke.
It looked like if me and you went out in the woods,
right,
and thought we were really cool.
It's like
with sticks.
It's like that fat kid that's pretending to fight in Star Wars.
Yeah, the Star Wars kid.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's exactly what it's like.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Now I'm just confused.
Give that kid a goat and he's Morgan. All right. Have him make some cheese before he flings his saber around. Morgan. Cheese man. They are one.
All right, I think that's it then.
Yeah.
I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I'm Boss.
Bye.